In the previous video, we have discussed about circles, correct? Now let's do few problems based on circles, the concepts of circles. Basically talking about, finding the radius, finding the center, equation of circle, mainly these three concepts. Look at the first one. It says, in each of the following, find the center and radius of the circles, right? You have to find the center as well as the radius, both. Look at the first one. So, in the first one, you have x plus 5 whole square plus y minus 3 whole square is equal to 36, which is 6 square. Now, compare this with the standard form. Now, standard form is what? X minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square is equal to r square, correct? Now, h and k are the centers of the circle. Now, in this particular case, if you compare, see, minus h is equal to 5 or h is equal to minus 5, one thing, and k value minus k is equal to minus 3, so k value is 3, and r square is 6 square, so what do you get? R value is 6. That means you have the center is h comma k, which is minus 5 comma 3, and the radius is going to be 6 units. So the answer to this particular question is this: center is minus 5 comma 3 and the radius is 6. Got it? Now let's do the next question. Very similar to this one, we'll do the next one. The second one, you have x square plus y square minus 8x plus 10y minus 12 is 0. Now this is not given in the terms of x minus h whole square, y minus k whole square, correct? Now what we'll do, we'll convert this into that particular form. Now whole square form will convert this. Now here, x square, next see this minus 8x, we'll write it here, minus 8x plus y square plus 10y is equal to 12. Transfer the 12 to the other side. Now you need to get it as whole square, isn't it? Now if you look at this one, what we'll do, we'll just take only this much first. Only we'll take x square minus 8x. You have x square minus 8x. Now see, when you take whole square, that is a minus b whole square, a square minus 2ab, there is a plus b square, correct? That means I have to add a constant value to this particular term, or anything you can call it, some algebraic expression, so that it becomes a whole square. Make sense? Again, I'll repeat what we are trying to do here. You have x square minus 8x. Now you're adding some number, some constant, so that it becomes a whole square. The question is, what do we add? We can't just add any random number because it has to become a whole square. Now what we do, you compare this with a square minus 2ab plus b square. In the sense, what we do is here, you compare this with a square minus 2ab plus b square. Now a value becomes x anyway, because a square x square, remember, you're comparing, you're not equating, you're comparing. So when you compare, a value becomes x. Well and good. 2ab becomes 8x. Correct? Now what is a value? A value is x. So 2x into b is 8x. X cancels. So what do you get? B value, you got it as 4, right? If b is 4, then what will be b square? 16. Now what we are doing? We are doing plus b square. That means you add b square. That means you add 16. Now, a very simple mathematical rule. If you're adding something, you also have to subtract, correct? You can't just add and leave it as it is. Or you add on both the sides. HS and RHS, both the sides, you add. This is also fine, isn't it? Now, what we are going to do, we are going to add 16. In the sense here, we are going to add 16 and subtract 16. This is for the first part. Now for the second part, what we are going to do, see, for the second part, we'll take this value, y square plus 10y. Now for this one, if you apply the same logic, then what we are doing is plus y square plus 10y plus, we are going to add and subtract 25. 5 square is equal to 12. Got it? Now what do we do? See, if you group them, that means what we are doing, we are going to group, see this, group this much, group this much, this one and this one. If you group them, you are going to get x minus 4 whole square plus y plus 5 whole square minus, see, minus 16 minus 25 minus 41 is equal to 12. What you get is x minus 4 whole square plus y plus 5 whole square is equal to, so if you take it that side, you will get 53. But remember, on the RHS, you should get r square, right? Not just r. We can write this as root 53 whole square. Correct? That means, what is the value of h and k here? H value becomes 4, k value becomes minus 5, and the radius becomes square root of 53. Got it? So the center for the second one is going to be 4 comma minus 5. So this is 4 comma minus 5 with a radius of root 53 units. This is the answer for the first one. Now we'll look into the second question. Second one, find the equation of a circle with radius 5 whose center lies on x-axis and passes through the point 2 comma 3. Okay, now let's break the question and go stepwise. Find the equation. Okay, let that one be. Radius is 5. The r value is 5. Center lies on x-axis. So if center lies on x-axis, then the y coordinate would be 0. Correct? This is one thing. And it passes through the point 2 comma 3. Okay, now what we are going to do here for the second one. Now see, assume something like this. So the center of the circle is here. Some point, we don't know what it is. Say this is 2 comma 3, and it moves in such a way that it's going to go like this. So this is the circle. This is x comma 0. This is 2 comma 3. Now what we are looking at is, we are looking at the equation of the circle. So what do we have? Radius is 5. H comma k is nothing but x comma 0. Correct? Some value x comma 0. And it passes through the point 2 comma 3. What is the general equation of a circle? See, general equation of a circle is x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square is equal to r square. Now let's substitute. You have x minus, okay, let's call it as x1. Okay, so that, because we can't write x minus x whole square, that's why. X minus x1 whole square plus y minus 0 whole square is equal to, and what is r value? 5. 5 square, which is 25. Got it? Now we have x minus x1 whole square plus y square is equal to 25. Okay, now this equation we have. But they're also telling that the circle is passing through 2 comma 3. So in place of x and y, we can substitute 2 and 3. That means what we are doing here, this 2 and 3 can be represented or substituted in place of x and y here. So if you do that, you'll get 2 minus x1 whole square plus 3 square is 9 is equal to 25, which basically is going to give us 16, because 25 minus 9 is 16. So what do we have? 2 minus x1 whole square is equal to 16, or 2 minus x1 is plus or minus 4, because root 16 can be both of values. Now what is x1? Now we are going to have two answers for x1. Okay, so those two answers, one you can write it as 2 minus x1 is equal to 4. That means when you take it, x1 is going to become minus 2. x1 is going to give you minus 2. Or 2 minus x1 is equal to minus 4. So x1 is equal to 2 plus 4 is 6. That means the two values, both the answers is going to give you the same result. That's why. So the two answers for this particular question, the center, so you have to find the equation of the circle, correct? You'll get two equations. One with center as minus 2, one with center as 6. Got it? So we'll do both the equations now. The first one is going to give us, see, x plus 2 whole square plus y square is equal to 25. This is one equation. Or another one would be x minus 6 whole square plus y square is equal to 25. This is the second one. Got it? So this is the answer for the second question. Now we'll move on to the third question. Equation of circle passing through origin, making intercepts A and B on the coordinate axis, isn't it? So first, always try to draw a rough figure. The figure might be correct, might be wrong, doesn't matter. At least you are going to understand, okay, this is how it might be, and this is how I might approach the question. That's why always writing a rough figure is very, very important whenever you're solving a problem. So in this case, you have the x and y axis. Now the circle passes through 0, 0, isn't it? So circle is passing. That means, let's say the circle is going something like this. Okay, a rough figure is fine. All right. Now you have this point is A, this point is B. In the sense, this is 0, B. This is A, 0. And this point is 0, 0. Quite obvious. They're asking you find the equation of this particular circle. Correct? Now what do we know? We don't know the center. Correct? We don't know the center. So we'll have to solve the equation and get the equation of this particular circle. So for the first one, what you have is, see, you're going to have x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square is equal to r square. But you don't know h and k, but you do know x and y. What is x? I can start with substituting as 0 and 0. So case 1 will take 0, 0. First case. So you will get 0 minus h is what? Minus h. Minus h whole square, h square. H square plus k square is equal to r square. First equation, case 1 is done. You can't do anything further in this one. Let's go to case 2. Case 2 is where it's passing through a, 0. So in here, you will have a minus h whole square plus k square is equal to r square. This is equation number 2. Correct? Solve equation 1 and 2. When I say solve, subtract, get in terms of two variables. So what we can do? We can do equation 2 minus equation 1. That means a minus h whole square plus k square is equal to r square, and h square plus k square is equal to r square. Subtract the one equation with another. R square cancels, k square cancels. Now what do you have? A minus h whole square minus h square is equal to 0. Or you can also write a minus h whole square is equal to h square. Correct? We'll look into the next part now. You can write a minus h is equal to plus or minus h. See, the reason is, when you take the square root, you have to introduce plus or minus. Correct? Again, two cases will occur here. So, two cases. First case is a minus h is equal to h, or a minus h is equal to minus h. Now, the second case is not possible. This case is not possible. The reason is minus h will get cancelled. So, a is equal to 0. That is never possible. Correct? That means A is equal to 2h, h is equal to A by 2. See, once you got the value of h as A by 2, we'll substitute and find the value of k. We can write h square plus k square is equal to r square. Correct? Now, if you do this one, you're going to get the value of k in terms of r and a, correct? But what if we take the first and the third equation and solve for another variable? But the issue is, when you take this one, r square is again going to get cancelled. It makes no difference. But you do need the value of k, right? So we might as well substitute in this one and get the answer. Clear? So h is a by 2. So you're going to get a square by 4 plus k square is equal to r square. Fair enough? So k square is equal to r square minus a square divided by 4. You can substitute this. This is k square. So k will be square root of this one. So the equation of the circle is going to become x minus a by 2 whole square plus y minus of, see, you can r square minus a square by 4 is equal to r square. Now you can further simplify by finding a relation between a and r. Okay, or you can keep it as it is. Both are fine. Clear? So this is the answer for the third question. Now let's do the fourth question. Of a circle passing through the points this and this, and whose center is on the line given by this one. Again, we start with the same logic, no change whatsoever. So for the fourth one, now let the center be h comma k. Okay, the 2 points. So first we'll write down the equation. Equation is what? X minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square is equal to r square. This is the equation of the circle, correct? So x minus h, but instead of x, we can put 2. And in place of y, we can put 3. So you get case 1. We can write 2 minus h whole square plus 3 minus k whole square is equal to r square. Okay? Expand and simplify. You will get 4 plus h square minus 4h plus 9 plus k square minus 6k is equal to r square. You can keep this as equation number 1, or you can keep it in terms of, normal h square plus k square. Or this is fine. Case 2. Take minus 1 comma 1. Okay, so you are going to get minus 1 minus h whole square plus 1 minus k whole square is equal to r square. Okay, again expand. 1 plus h square plus 2h plus 1 plus k square minus 2k is equal to r square. Call this as equation number 2. Now what we are doing is, we are doing equation 1 minus equation 2. Or 2 minus 1, doesn't matter, whatever it is. But you basically have to subtract both of them. Clear? When you do equation 1 minus equation 2, suppose if I do this. Now, what parameters will get cancelled? H square gets cancelled, k square gets cancelled. Correct? For now, we'll just subtract these two. R square gets cancelled. Isn't it? So what remains? 4 plus 9, 13. Minus 4h minus 6k minus of 1 plus 1, 2 plus 2h minus 2k is equal to 0. So you might as well take this to the RHS, correct? 13 minus 4h minus 6k is equal to 2 into, so we'll do one thing. We can write this as, or 2 plus 2h, if you take it, minus 2k. Take the h and k on one side. In the sense, You take everything to RHS. 2H plus 4H, 6H. Okay. Minus 2K plus 4K. 2 minus 13, which is going to give us minus 11, is equal to 0. Equation number 1, or sorry, equation number 3, this would become. Now what we are going to do, we are going to take this one. See this particular line, x minus 3y minus 11. Substitute h and k in this particular equation, because you know the center lies on that particular line, isn't it? Now what we are doing, we are taking case 3, where you have x minus 3y minus 11 is 0. So if you substitute h minus 3k minus 11 is equal to 0. Call this as 4. See, equation 3 and 4, linear equation in two variables. Subtract and you can do it. Subtract, or you can do elimination, whichever method you feel like do. Okay. Now what we are going to do, we are going to do elimination method. So for the fourth equation, what we'll do, we'll multiply this by 6 and I'm going to subtract. See, if you do that here, we'll just do it here only. You have 6h plus 4k minus 11 is 0. Next will give us 6h minus 18k minus 66 is 0. Subtract. Now 4 plus 18 is 22k plus 55 is equal to 0. So k is minus, k is minus 5 by 2. K is minus 5 by 2. Now if you substitute that, you are going to get the value of h, correct? So this is the value of k. Now h value, h is equal to, or 6h, I think you can do it in the second equation. H minus 3k is equal to 11. H plus 15 by 2 is equal to 11. So if you take it, 11 minus 15 by 2, which is 7 by 2. So h is equal to 7 by 2. H is 7 by 2. Now comes the equation. Okay, now before that, you also have to find the radius, because h square, x minus h whole square, you have to find r square, right? So for that, what we are going to do, from h comma k, find the distance to the point, either 2 comma 3, or you can take minus 1 comma 1, any one of them. Okay. See, you have the center minus 5 by 2 comma 7 by 2, and say some point a is minus 1 comma 1. Now calculate CA, which is root of. So you are going to have minus 5 by 2 plus 1 whole square, 7 by 2 minus 1 whole square, which is root of. See, this is minus 2.5, or this is going to give us minus half whole square plus 5 by 2 whole square. Square root of. This is going to give us, see, 1 plus 25 is 26. 26 divided by 4. Do not take the root or anything. Just keep it. This is radius r. Because the equation is what? X minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square is equal to r square, right? So x minus of this one, so x plus 5 by 2 whole square plus y minus 7 by 2 whole square is 26 by 4. So this is going to give us the equation of the line, equation of the circle. Clear? So these are certain type of questions what you have. In the next video, we are going to solve couple of more questions based on the same topic.